Hi everyone, my name is Paul, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about a book that I think you'll find interesting. I know that all of you have been learning about the events of the Second World War in school for the first time this year, and in particular about the Holocaust, where people were sent to prison camps and killed by Nazi soldiers simply because they were Jewish. Now, these can be difficult and upsetting things to learn about, but I'd like to tell you about a book called Hana's Suitcase by Levine, a true story that can help us not only learn more about what happened during the Holocaust, but can help inspire all of us to realize that the passion and curiosity of children just like you can help to create a more tolerant world where things like the Holocaust will never happen again. Now, the story begins far away in Tokyo, Japan, with this woman, Fumiko Ishioka. And she was beginning a new school called the Tokyo Holocaust Education Resource Center. She wanted to teach Japanese children about what happened during the Second World War, because many of the children there had never learned about the events of the Holocaust. Now, I know that probably many of you think that when you learn about history, it's all about boring, dusty old books. But Fumiko wanted to come up with a way to teach the children about the Holocaust that would really make those events seem real and really make the history come alive. So she began to contact Holocaust museums all across the world and ask them to send her objects from that time period. Now, one of the objects that was sent to her in Japan that immediately aroused the curiosity of the children was this suitcase. The suitcase had the name of Hana Brady on the side and the word Wassenkind, which was German for orphan. The children were immediately fascinated about who Hana Brady was. Where did she come from? Why was she an orphan? So Fumiko began to try to find out more information about who Hana was. She even decided to travel all the way from Japan over on the right-hand side of the map, all the way across Asia and most of Europe to Terezin in the Czech Republic, where the prison camp had been located that Hana had lived in during the war. And here she discovered that Hana had had a brother, George, who had survived the war and who was alive and living in Toronto, Canada. So Fumiko wrote a letter to George and invited him to come and visit the children at the museum in Japan so that they could learn more about Hana and George and what had happened to them. So after months of searching, Fumiko finally got to meet George Brady. And not only that, but George brought all kinds of stories and pictures of Hana. He told the children about how she loved to skate. He showed them pictures that Hana had drawn while she was in the prison camp in Terezin. He told them all about the special relationship he'd had with his beautiful little sister, about her passionate spirit, about her dream of becoming a teacher. And now Hana's dream has become a reality. For her story and the curiosity and determination of the Japanese children has helped to teach children all over the world about what happened during the war and about why we should never let that happen again. So I would encourage all of you to have a look at Hana's Suitcase by Levine and help to pass Hana's story on to other children and keep Hana's dream alive so that we can all learn to be more tolerant and so that we never forget what happened during this difficult historical period.